Okay. Haven't done anything in a bit since last year. And looking at it, I've only posted like twice. One of them was actually off my phone. Don't know how to fix that. That's gonna stay. Second one, my cats were there. But I'm currently in my dorm. And this semester will be the last semester I'm here. Transferring to go back home to help out with a lot of other things, and I have a job there, so it's a lot easier. I just wanted to get on here and kind of explain things. I really don't know what this channel is going to be about. I'm literally just going to post whatever. But I've done a lot of homework lately. It's a lot. College is a lot. If you can handle it, do it. If you can't, go to a trade school. But I usually don't do much during the day, except for go to classes and do homework. I do, however, have a schedule. I don't know why. Like, when a certain time hits, I have to go eat lunch. Like, these are the times that the dining hall's open. For breakfast, 7:30 to 10, and then it stops at 10, but it's still open for the continental breakfast, which I just call it hotel breakfast. But usually, depending on what day it is, I either like to go between 9 and 10, or 7:30 and 8 o'clock. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. That is the only time I don't go during it. I think I did it once. Felt weird. And then lunch, I try to make it in before noon. And if, like, one of my classes doesn't get out until 11:50, so I either head to the other meal option or I just don't eat. There was one day I didn't eat, but that's because I had coffee. Shouldn't have had it. And then dinner is usually... No, these times are weekdays. Weekends are different. They're weird. But dinner, I try to eat by 5:30. I do not like going in there with a bunch of people because it's a pretty small dining hall. I will note that. I don't have much to say other than... Okay, I have to explain this. This thing, the Starfruit Sangria. I love it. But I like to pair it with the Vampire's Blood body lotion. I don't know. I have a thing for hand lotions too. Probably because I can't have sensory issues, but... Oops. This one, Twisted Peppermint, I've had... almost a month. A little over a month. And I'm still mostly full with this one. I've had a Vampire's Blood one since Halloween of last year, being 2025. Or no, was it? I think I've had it for about a year. I'm almost out. I hate it, but I'm almost out. But I think that's about all I have for today. I don't know. I don't have very many long video formations. I didn't really plan out what I was going to say. If anything, I could always show you my notes. Because, like, childish, yes. But I use a Bluey notebook. There's another side that ain't too... Oh my goodness, it's shiny no matter what. Okay. Better get that out of the way. This is a very small desk. No, I do not want to split the screen. Okay, hello. Oh, don't need that. That was my phone. But I've done... So this is how I used to take notes. First semester. It's all... You can't read it, but... It's all jumbled up. And it looks... Modules? Close after 2 weeks. I think I'm reading that right. I used to use just one pen and one highlighter. No colors. And then... Oh, hello. Okay, there's some color. Now, I do have things that are not highlighters that I like to use, and it's these little Master's Touch brush felt pens. They're not felt. They're like a little, like, actual brush, which is... I gotta fix it now. Sorry. My favorite thing on the planet. But they dry out pretty easy if you use them too much. I only have 3. I don't know what happened to the rest. Things I got stolen. Or they're probably in a bag. But I like to use those as highlighters too. They do bleed. Yes, they do. On normal paper, at least. They do bleed. But they can help, like, if you're one of those people who like to doodle. By doodle, ooh, shiny. Sorry, I'll get to that in a minute. Doodle, I literally draw full-blown pictures. I'll show you one in a minute. They're shiny because of the sparkly pens. This one's, why does it look blue? It's purple. It's purple. What does the green look like? It's my lighting on the camera. Okay. Just about how much I got left. You can get those at Dollar Tree. Cheap, and they work. And you can run on top of colored paper. I had a purple poster board, and all of those shine through. It was for my forensics class in high school. I was doing a poster on LSD. We're not going to get into that, but that statement was along the lines of LSD and other drugs. But, wow. This is how first class I actually went to. After coming back from, winter break. I had to miss Monday because I had an orthodontics appointment, which turns out I have to wear rubber bands on one side on my aligners, which it feels weird. You don't necessarily need the wax if you get used to it. But there's some more notes. Very minimal. I had a brain fart. Minimal stuff. You get it, right? And then for these next few pages, I tried to be like one of them, like, I don't know how you explain it. Aesthetic, like, note takers. Like, let me show you. We could skip over those because those are hello. This. Those are the ones with a lot of writing. I tried to do the whole little like, oh, let's do it fancy ways. I gave up. Did it for a while, and yes, I'm taking 2 different psych classes. So that's my major. Then I have a communication class because in Texas you have to have public speaking. I'm not against it. I mean, partially I am. But that's just social anxiety talking. This one, however, this is actually okay. I boxed something, but that's because I wrote the letter U, like lowercase u in cursive, to perfection, along with the highlighter as well. And then it was with a glittery pen. Like, you see that? You see that? That's perfect, man. Like, top tier perfect. I only ever rarely do, like, perfect, what do you call it? Letters? There's one thing I do have to talk about. My favorite highlighters. I like these. They're the Mr. Pens. They're the Mr. Pens. Do not know? Don't know? Do know not. Okay? Guess I don't need to talk about dims. No, they're really good. They're like crayons in a way. They're like really good. And usually yesterday uses Bible highlighters. I use them for just about anything else. I am A-okay with using them things, but I have to be careful or else I will color, which is why I have crayons. Crayons are good. This one is actually one of my more favorite pages out of my notes because I actually did a little doodle down here of the brain and I colored it and did my little I labeled it in like color coordinate. I don't know how I did it. Never mind, I do know. Actually, I do have something similar to the Mr. Pens that I got from work. They're those little like gel highlighters. These ones, I don't know. I need help knowing why they crystallize. Have they gone bad? Only 2 of them have done it. I'm just very confused. Are they supposed to crystallize? Is that normal? I do not know. And then more notes. I go back and forth between the pretty notes and then whatever. That's green. I had to do a speech. I'm not a big talker. Like I said, social anxiety, but that speech was a 3-item speech. I chose sketchbook, my earbuds, because I can't go without music a day in my life. And the crayons. Because yes, I was in a psych ward. And I was in the juvenile ward. And man, coloring with crayons is so peaceful. I have no idea how at peace I was away from my family. Anyways, what I mean by doodle in my notes, it's upside down on the page, but this. Yeah, that. Can't see my face, but that. Wow. I don't know. How am I doing this? How do you do this? I don't know how YouTubers do this. I'm using a lamp. That's what I drew. It's upside down on the page, but this is actually before my speech because I was nervous. When I did my speech, I felt everything in my body shaking. Like I was having a seizure or something. No. I always felt like that time I first had an energy drink and ate so much candy with it. I almost gave myself a panic attack that day. Then, so for general psychology, we do our work on a whole other website other than Canvas, which is usually what colleges use. So when we go through there, it's like you score a certain amount of points with every right answer you get, and if you use the book, there's no penalty. If you use a hint, there's a few points off, and if you show answer, there's no points. If you miss it and click on everything but the right answer, you still get no points. But the points slowly get knocked down for every time you get it wrong, up until you get no points for them. I need my hand motion. Man, the cow. It's a weird little cow. But so I've been doing this thing with it where I'll write down the question, and I just started doing this. I would start like writing down the question, and then whenever I found out the answer, whether it's me reading it in the actual textbook, because it allows no penalty, so my professor can't stop me. Unless it's a quiz, then you physically cannot. Practice quiz, not a real one. But like I said, I'd write it down, and I would write down the right answer with it. I never wrote down where to find it. I should have done that. Did you know we could recognize human faces in about 150 milliseconds? Which is 1/7 of a second. 1/7 of a second. Anyways, this bottom half with all these like little blue lines and stuff in this, that's what it was. Or this is a better one. Whole page. I didn't get to blue line this, but this half, you just take it and brain fart. I do not remember. Just write it down. I like this thing. I've never used one of these before. It's some little whiteout thingies. I might run out. And I have not used it until this semester. But I cannot stop using it. Like, it's to a point where I am writing everything. Just gotta white out this thing and white out that. White out everything. I forgot to take that. It's fine. I don't think I ever shared this, but I am now pre-diabetic, so that means can't have sugar, can't have bread. There goes my coffee. There goes all my pasta and stuff I like. Which I find it really hard to actually eat good here because of the limited selection of food. And I don't want a salad for every meal. You know how tiring that is? Like today, for lunch, the only thing I could definitely eat was the chicken and the squash. But I had to take some of the pasta so I can get some sort of, like, other food inside of me because I had tomato sauce, some more meat. Then I always eat pizza. But that's because I like the cheese. But tonight, like, there was, like, only one option for me to genuinely eat besides a salad. And it was beef and broccoli. And then the veggie was more broccoli. Like, dude, I like broccoli. That's too much broccoli. Way too much broccoli. Why would you? That's a good question. And then I learned yesterday what going half a day without caffeine feels like. Was it? Yeah, it was yesterday. I almost passed out in class. Felt so bad for my teachers. I wonder if they thought I was like on something. I mean, I wasn't. I definitely wasn't. It was a caffeine thing. But then I'm not supposed to have too much caffeine because that's even bad for a pre-diabetic. So found a solution. We have this thing called the Brew. It's just Starbucks but named different. They have the little green teas, the iced green tea, and I can get it unsweet. So that's just the most perfect thing in the world for me. Also, if you have any tips on how to make a video better, let me know, because I'm gonna need help with that, man. I mean, I know this is gonna be like a rare occurrence. I don't know how to edit like a good editor, and I can't hire nobody because I'm broke. Ow, hold on. Sorry, my nails. I ticket stuff a lot. But yeah, I think I don't have anything else to share. If I post anytime else soon, yeah. Whenever I post, whatever that may be, let it be, man. I'll see y'all whenever I can, and y'all have a good day, man. Don't do drugs. Don't get drunk. Be smart. Don't die.